Okay, sorry, I didn't manage to get there before, but we used to have a small rack over here for our bracket factory and for our screws, but it really wasn't good enough. We had to have stock left on the floor. So what we've done is moved one of the racks around, put a new rack up down here, so now you've got more space for our bracket factory brackets, which is much better. It means they're all in one place. We also got a home for these screws, which will go at the bottom, and then labels that Jake has done for me for card at the top, and also to say where the bracket factory orders are. So all in all, this will be much better, easier for Mark to pick at, make life easier. Thank you very much.
This is a fixing what bugs me improvement, so oftentimes when you go put this pen back, it does that. So you've got to make sure when you're putting it in, you put it in carefully and get it in both holes, and it's annoying, so I'm going to try and fix that. So I've 3D printed this little clip here, so that'll clip on the underside of the metal part just there, and then that should allow the pen to feed through there, so let's give it a go. So here it is in situ, so now when I put the pen in, it falls straight in. It's also a lot higher, so it's a lot easier to grab, and it's going to save me a lot of time and the faffing about putting the pen back in place.
This side of the press brake's well hidden, no one really goes behind here, so why would you? These aren't needed here, and the place could do with a good clean. Here's the after. Most of the, if not all the yellow's gone. Everything's looking a lot cleaner and more respected.
Not my usual spot for improvements. Today I'm up a ladder, so we're adding all of the labels here so we can start putting actual stock locations in. I've made this little tool here, so I can do 2 at a time. We're going 9 across, so as soon as I put one in there and in there, I can use the one in here as the guide for there and just move along. So I'll be able to get all these done in the next 5-10 minutes.
Okay, so we put a new rack up today for our PL locations. Chris kindly donated this as he no longer needed it. This now gives us more opportunity to have more stock with new locations. So now we've got new locations that have now opened up to be able to put stock when it comes round. Thank you very much to Mark for helping put it in place, and Jake for doing the labels for us as well. But all in all, this will be much better and create a few more locations for items that we need. Thank you very much.
So before, I used to keep my bin strips in a purple box under my table. It wasn't very tidy, not very easy to access sometimes. So I decided to relocate it. So I've relocated my thin card strips purple box to the top of the rack, and with all the other cardboard strips and CS cards and the pin wraps, so they're all kind of in the right sort of place. Just need to remove distances under the desk. That'll be fine, thank you.
Okay, so at the moment when we're picking from our PL packing lane, the orders, so this is an order is in here, you take them out, you come round here, you pick items off this location. Now sometimes there could be 5 orders or there could be 20 orders. But what will happen is each time, because the majority of this stuff will go into a courier pack, you've then got to pick the item up, or a couple of items if you can take them round, take them all the way around here, and then you have to go over to where Mark is over there on that packing desk and then pack them into courier packs. So that could be 4 or 5 trips each time. So we're just going to see if we can simplify this. Okay, so what I've done, so again, imagine this is your paperwork. So you'd pick your 5 or your 20 orders out of there. You would then quickly grab a cage from over there. You would bring it round, down this aisle, down to the location. You're then now able to park your trolley here, and then you're able to pack all the items on this packing desk that I've made at the end of the rack. You'll put all your orders in the order tray. I am going to get some signs done for this tomorrow. But now you're going to be able to pack all the items all in one go. Saves 5 or 6 trips backwards and forwards to the original packing desk, and you can do it all in one motion. Much better. Thank you very much.
Skills matrix in the office. What I've done today is I've just updated it, removed anybody who's no longer here, added in Mark, Ashley and Ridley so they can come and add their skills onto here. Thank you very much.
I noticed the other day that this container with the end caps in had a hole in the back, so every time you'd come in you'd find them on the floor. I've just put a new one there, keeping things nice. I've also just put a brush holder here for the end of the Hoover hose, because it would quite often just end up chucked on the floor, so now there's a proper place for it to go back to. Before, after.
I've always red bars here, and the size, we don't really need them there anymore. So we put a pallet of 2183s here, cap brackets, so I'm going to avoid that. By now, proving that now I've got rid of what's not needed, so much better. Thank you. Right now, proving that now I'm going to get rid of what's not needed anymore.
My improvements today, I just got a couple of reaming tools, helps to deburr, get the splatter out the holes with all the tables that I'm doing at the minute, and I've just given them a standard location. Thank you very much.
Hello, today I added more things on my stock. Everything have kanbans and specific location. Thank you very much.
I've been needing to add this little sticker to some of these product images when it's part of the stocking fillers deal, but I've happened to open an old email, scroll to the bottom and copy from there. I want to make it a lot easier. So I've just added a copy of that to my Christmas Artifacts page, so it just lives in there. I can open this quickly from my Stream Deck as well, so which means when I need it next time, I can get it quickly.
Great job everyone, thank you very much.